Okay, wow. Live and alone. Hello, everyone. I've never done this actually. Um, looking for, let's see here. I'm looking for Moulin Rouge. Wow, this is really uh, exposing. It's exposing me to what I don't know about the internet. So everyone has a front row seat. I was just invited. Hello from Niagara Falls. Oh, it's me. All right. Oh, hello, everyone. Bonjour. I'm waving. Oh, Michael. Hi. There he is.
Hello, mate.
I was on here alone, and I was like, "Oh, this is." I have nothing to say.
Yeah, all good. We're all good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. It's really good. Good to see
So
you.
you dressed room?
Yeah, man.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yes, I see. Yes. Of course. Yeah. What's going on?
Mate, Moulin Rouge.
I know. How about that?
Yeah. It's good.
So awesome. I gotta say, when they were putting together I knew they were going to the West End. You're the absolute first person I thought of. I was like, they absolutely need to hire Jamie.
Oh, mate. Stop it.
Yeah. And I'm glad.
It's
now.
so amazing to be doing this together. Well, at the same time.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. Big shoes to fill, but
okay.
Yeah. What a show.
Yeah. So I guess for anybody that doesn't know, Jamie and I met doing the Les Mis film, and that was like 11 years ago. How's that possible that was 11 years ago?
It's gone so fast.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, we met on the Les Mis film.
Yeah, and you've had a great run since then, and been killing it and kicking ass, and
Mate, right back at you.
And it's been good.
Yeah.
And then we kept in touch. I saw you when we were over. Actually, you had a great Halloween party when I was over doing Assassins. And a bunch of people came over, so that's really, really good.
That was good fun, and those photos will never be seen.
Yeah, no, exactly. I realized that.
No.
I was like,
I don't remember as well, but I bumped into you when I was in New York, and I was walking through Central Park, and I was talking to my friend about you. Turned around the corner, and there you were.
Was I in softball here? I might have been on the way to.
You were doing the softball league thing, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh hey, what's up, man? You're like, holy shit.
I'd literally been speaking about you.
That's so.
As we were walking around the corner.
Yeah. How's the show been for you? How long have you been there now?
We're coming up to 6 months, I think.
Gotcha. And are you there for
the year? Yeah.
Got it. I'm really I haven't been to London since before the pandemic, but I'm hopeful I'm gonna get over there this summer. And if I do, I will definitely come see the show.
I'd love that.
Yeah. But it's been good. Has it been? I mean, listen, I've been back for 10 weeks for this little 12-week stretch, and about 6 weeks in, my body was like, "What are you doing?"
I know, it's so full on.
Yeah,
because it just doesn't stop. When you get to Act 2, it's just one after the other, after the other, after the other.
Yeah. That's what I try to. People ask me, and I say, it's weird to be in a show where the last 40 minutes are the hardest part of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, usually you're on the downward slope.
Yeah.
You could have
maybe you have like one song or a thing, but that's what's kind of I think it's the best part about this part, but also the hard.
Oh God,
those.
I really agree. My favorite is waiting behind the little thing to start on Chandelier.
Oh yeah,
and journey towards the end.
Yeah. How much? This is a good question about that moment actually. How much messing around are you and the Lautrec and but because we sometimes that wall is going up and we have to like really pull it together because we're laughing hysterically behind the wall, and that's probably very unprofessional, but it's just the way it is.
It's almost exactly the same. That is that moment. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but yeah.
Well, we used to,
like pencil drawings on the wall back then.
Oh, yeah, we have like there's like dust on the back of the wall, and we basically just like make things up. But yeah, when it was Ricky and Sa and I, the first two guys, we would do like when I would get back there, we would start like an entire long form improv that would keep going until the wall went up. And now with Ray and Caleb, we're just absolutely horsing around in a way we shouldn't. Right back into it.
Yeah, against it. Yeah.
I'm looking at, they sent over a couple little I'm looking through.
Oh mate,
Did
it's really nice to chat. We've not chatted for such a long
I
time.
know, wow, man. Also, didn't we go to? I think we went to. I think you took me to like a really like a German beer hall right by the Menier. Is that right?
Yeah, Cats and Jammers. Is that right? Like when loads of like long tables.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
big stuff. Yeah, yeah.
And like
Did they have a bar band?
and then a full band.
Yeah.
Yeah, full. Yeah, is that still there?
I haven't been since pandemic, but if it is, we'll go.
Yeah, that place is. I liked that place. I like that place a lot. Did you see the West End when it opened? Because you didn't see the Broadway production, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to get there to see you, man. But I did see the West End one. It was incredible. Yeah. It made me so
yeah. Yeah, that's great. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? That I mean, I've listened to it about 50 times, but that song of yours and Heather's that like went just completely viral craziness on the internet. What's that like to kind of feel that? Because people ask me this question all the time. What's that like to like feel that love with like that kind of response for something? Because also the recording is amazing, and I think it's also it's similar to Roxanne in a way. It's like it goes to like a very surprising, aggressive place that you don't often get to go to, and I wonder if I like the response is kind of that way.
I think so. It's sort of like it's doing this, isn't it? It's cutting your heart open.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I think that's why people respond to it, because you can, like, same with Roxanne, same with that song. Yeah. You listen to it and you feel it at the same time.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of too many musical theater songs that do that. So yeah, to kind of be able to really rip your chest open and I think you do this brilliantly in that song too, like to convey vocally that feeling, right, is like a very very cool. Yeah.
It's nice sounding nice, but I also don't mind sounding a bit rough.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's much more interesting.
How was your once concert? I saw some videos from that, and it was pretty spectacular.
It was great. I was so scared because I play guitar.
Yeah.
I play guitar, but I'm not a guitarist. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to do it at the Palladium, which is like one of the seminal theatres here, I was scared.
Yeah. I mean,
but it went.
Yeah, I don't really play guitar, and I'm always jealous when people can just play. And
I've seen you and Ricky do some stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, you and Ricky were playing, weren't you?
Yeah, well, he plays. Excuse me. Yeah, he plays. He's coming back into the show as soon as I leave, which is well, I'm sure we'll have some sing-alongs that he'll do that I'll drop into at some point.
Yeah. Are you missing, or do you do it with him? Are you crossing?
Sunday, and then he starts the Tuesday after I finish. It's so crazy.
Do you have Mondays off?
Yeah, Mondays. Are you guys have Sundays off?
Yeah, Sundays off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're Monday off. Yeah, so I finish a week from Sunday, then he starts the Tuesday. How am I feeling about it? Again, it's I'm trying to detach a little bit emotionally from it, I think, because when I left in May, it was like such a kind of like a finish and release of emotion. Like it felt very complete. Even though I hoped that I'd get to come back, it felt like it was just such a beautiful kind of end. So I've been just like deciding that it's like I'm not even going to consider it like my last show. You know what I mean? People have been asking me, and I'm saying like I already went through that, I already did it. So
it's just the same show. You're just doing it again.
Yeah, and Ashley is finishing, and for her, it's like a really, she was in the original company as a standby, so it's been like such a journey for her. And Jay Magis, who's also one of our original cast members, and Jess and Caleb are finishing. There's so many people finishing that day that I'm choosing to just like be the biggest cheerleader for them. And yeah, I mean, and I hope I get to do it again. Yeah, next last show. Yeah, my next last show. Yeah. So yeah, and also like those shows are like we had a few of them last year where people were leaving, and I don't know if you all have had any of them. Like the audience response is so unbelievable that I'm because I've kind of been through it. I'm looking forward to helping navigate, keep the evening on track while everyone else is, thing. So it'll be cool.
Yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes that audience reaction.
Yes, it is. Yeah, how is it? What's that like over there? Because here it's like you just really ride that wave sometimes.
It's every night that kind of rush of everyone standing on their feet after the show.
Yeah.
There's something in the chemistry of like the writing and the directing and something. It just does it.
And that's not always the case in the UK, correct? Right?
100%.
It's a little
more
here, but I know the audiences there are a little more reserved sometimes. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
That's really cool. All right, I got one for you. We might have already covered this. Have you ever broken character on stage?
No, never would ever do that.
Me either, never. Do you have a favorite moment, lyric, or sequence in the show?
Yeah, I mean, from that curtain going up, or the fly going up, all the way. And I love doing Come What May, because it's the same song twice in the same act, and I don't know if that happens in any other show.
No, that's very, very true. So, yeah.
Same song about 20, 30 minutes after you've already sung it, but it's a completely different song.
Yeah. Well, it's like a half step higher or a full in a different, and it that to me has always felt like, I mean, I never do it justice, but it's like in a way it's like the I'll Cover You reprise and Rent almost. You know what I mean? Like after he dies and Colin sings that thing. I mean, obviously it's not exactly like that, but it's like it's like a hopeful lament, right? So it's just like this like straight up love song, and then you get to kind of come back to it, and 30 minutes later. Yeah, that's very true. I never thought about that.
But I love that.
Yeah, I think my favorite. I still really love ELM. That especially the end of it, because it's like so difficult, especially at the end of the act, and 8 minutes of singing, and it's like it's a whole thing. And I like Crazy too, because it's like that's one of those moments where to be like completely alone on stage is like a very rare thing. So yeah,
I mean, that number, which is just epic in itself.
Yeah,
and then you put on the trench coat and you've got the
that whole thing's amazing. Let's see if anybody else is that. What are you guys asking? Will there ever be a West End recording? Oh, I don't know. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do other casts.
Well, they do, but I mean, I think you guys nailed it first time around. To be honest, it's amazing.
Yeah. What else we got? Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Also, to this.
Yeah, hi, everyone.
Yeah. Hits. What else? There's some questions from Twitter too. Let's see. Yeah, from at Jamie B. What's the most unscripted thing that's happened to you on stage at Moulin Rouge the musical?
Well, we've had a few show stops because of technical issues and stuff. Quite a technical show, but they're always quite fun. Yeah. Because I think after a show stop, the audience is, as long as it's not too long, they're really on your side. Like they really want get back into it.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go too long, and then you can feel like they're gone.
That's it.
I love when stuff goes wrong. So I think the most unscripted thing. I mean, people just like going up on lines. The pitch song seems to be the one that people tend to mess up a lot. So that's the one that I think is the one for me. At Unrougeable. Oh, that's a very good one. Have you been able to insert little bits of yourself into Christian? Oh, that's interesting, and that's interesting too, because obviously, kind of stepping into something is sometimes harder than creating it from the beginning. Do you feel like you've been able to kind of put yourself into it, even in those parameters?
Well, I think so, yeah, because it's almost hard not to, just because I am who's playing it. Yeah. But you're given such great stepping stones from the people that have done it before.
Yeah.
Kind of just adding another little, just layer of color on an already good painting. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think I was able to kind of do that, especially like my just silliness, I think, is really the humor of it went that way.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I think about like when I think you're absolutely right. Like when I've stepped into other things, yeah, like no matter what, like you have something that's there, but then you're gonna naturally, it's just gonna kind of
it just kind of happens.
How you're doing, yeah. Oh, if you can compare, this is at Anor Ganes. I hope I'm saying that right. If you could compare Chris Poser to one character in TV or film, who would you compare him to? Well, that's kind of interesting. Well, I think like, I mean, it's like you think about Romeo and Juliet, you think about like Orpheus and Eurydice, right? Like the actual thing, you know. I mean, it's very interesting when we opened because Hadestown was already on Broadway, and we talked about, like, we used to talk a lot about the myths that like the original Moulin Rouge was based on, and like that myth is really the thing I think about a lot. Like you talk about Roxanne, like the whole thing with that story is like he has to literally he takes the road to hell to come out the other side, right? So I think Christian, you know, it's like in going all the way to those depths, finally finds his thing, right? So that it's like, you know, plays into what we were talking about. It's like, you know, that to get to go to those places. So that's what I think about a lot.
Yeah, he's quite like a Greek tragedy character, isn't he? Like the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
Yeah.
And somehow ends sort of in the middle.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? Brooke Culvert 98, shout out. Oh, can you tell Jamie where to throw up peace signs? Anytime I get made fun of for my hand acting, I think. So anytime you indicate numbers, it's a good thing.
2 months.
Definitely 2 months. 2 months.
Uh-huh.
Sign at the end of the show. I like to do that. So
I'll add in some Aaronisms tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is so funny. Yeah. 2 months. 2 months. Anybody else have any other questions or shouts? What do we think?
Any questions? I've got to go and do warm up in a bit.
What's next for me? I don't know. I'm waiting to hear on some things. I'm gonna have some time off. It's gonna be warm. I haven't had any warm months off in 5 years.
Right? Is that right? Season 2?
Yeah, that's coming out. That comes out April. So I have like a bunch of press and stuff to do for that. But yeah, but then
what a job, man.
Oh, it's amazing, man. It's like that thing is. First of all, we shot the first season like in the middle of the pandemic when nothing was happening, and like the most fun thing. And then we thought like, oh, how could this continue? And then we joked about like what the next season would be, and then that's what the season was. So it's just, yeah. And then, you know, so maybe we'll do more of that. We don't know. So yeah, I'm totally open. So who wants to?
You're killing it.
Yeah, man. You have to go start your warm up now.
Yeah, I got to go do some lift calls.
All right. Well, listen, this is great to do, and I truly, you're the first person I jumped in my head when this all happened. So it's so cool this all worked out.
Like,
at the same time, I mean, you're the best. So,
I'm sending so much love.
Yeah, and I'll let you know when I get over there this summer. I'm gonna come see it. All right.
So your phone number is 075. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I'll put yours in the chat too.
Right, have a good.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Later.